they are unwilling, clearly, to allow Shedeur Sanders to man the offense in a real NFL game. Kevin Stefanski was asked about it, and he said, I'm not concentrating on the current development of Shedeur Sanders. I'm worried about what we're worried about. I'm now convinced that we need to do a deeper dive investigation into why they are so reluctant to give the kid a shot.
What if I told you the NFL media just woke up like they'd all seen a ghost, realizing Dillon Gabriel might not be the superhero they ordered online with next day shipping? Now they're scrambling, whispering in hallways, trying to spin the story before the truth spreads too far. And guess who they're calling to save face? Shedeur Sanders, the same dude they once doubted is suddenly their miracle fix. What a twist. This one's got more juice than a draft day scandal gone wrong. You could practically hear the panic ripple through every studio from New York to LA. Papers flying, analysts blinking like they just found out Santa isn't real.
They're seeing a quarterback that looks like the worst quarterback in football in Dillon Gabriel. So they're jumping to the conclusion like, oh my God, this is catastrophic that Shedeur is not playing in front of him. And all I'm saying is, why isn't he playing in front of him? Why did they have him so far behind?
Well, this is
throughout this whole process.
This is where
It's not his arm talent. We both agreed he has more arm talent than Dillon Gabriel. Okay, do we not?
But this is where you and I part ways. You didn't answer my question.
That one collective uh-oh echoed across the league, and for the first time, they had to admit what fans have been screaming for weeks. Maybe, just maybe, Dillon Gabriel ain't that guy. The way they said it, you'd think they just uncovered some lost NFL prophecy. For weeks, these so-called experts were pounding their desks, shouting stats like preachers at a revival. One loudmouth analyst swore Gabriel was the next golden arm messiah. Another reporter kept quoting numbers like he was calling out bingo cards on live TV. And that overdramatic insider dropping exclusive updates that aged faster than milk in the summer heat. Then boom. The lights flipped on. They rewatched the film, stared at the scoreboard, and their faces dropped like they'd seen a ghost. That's when it hit them. They'd been hyping a quarterback who dumped short passes like he's terrified of forward progress. The realization was brutal, but oh, it was entertaining. Watching Dillon Gabriel play lately feels like watching someone try to connect to Wi-Fi that just won't cooperate. All effort, no signal. You can see him trying, you can feel the confusion, and deep down, you already know.
I don't. No. It's all the Browns are coming up with a back injury. And I don't know. That's not true at all.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You remember Nathan did have to go guys, we're getting he needed help off the field.
Jeez.
Nathan presented that when he went down on Friday.
Did he get hit?
I don't know.
How do we not know that?
Maybe it's a muscle. Well,
do you understand why
he had a back injury in Colorado as well.
Okay, but do you understand why I'm confused that one of the most popular dudes, certainly in the NFL, look at the jersey sales and everything, and he's on Twitch every day. He's doing social media. He's got a team around him filming his every move.
Okay.
Nothing's connecting. He drops back, scans the field like he's reading a menu in a language he doesn't speak, then lobs a 5-yard pass that travels slower than a dial-up connection. You could bake a cake, frost it, and still have time to watch that ball finally reach its target. Every drive feels like deja vu. First down, hesitation. Second down, panic. Third down, short throw. Fourth down, punt. Repeat. It's like a broken record nobody can turn off. Yet for months, the media was feeding us fairy tales about Gabriel being the next great hope. They hyped him up like some Marvel hero whose only superpower was being mildly consistent. They said his leadership couldn't be measured. Turns out it can, and it's measured in 3 and outs. Now, after weeks of denial, the NFL media are moonwalking out of their own takes faster than Gabriel scrambling from a collapsing pocket. They're suddenly concerned, acting like they saw it coming all along. On air, they replay every missed throw, every wide-open receiver he ignored, like they just uncovered secret evidence. Those same analysts who once called him the future now look like they're racing to delete old tweets before someone screenshots them. And right in the middle of this mess, the Cleveland Browns slide into the picture like a soap opera twist nobody saw coming. Their season's hanging by a thread, their offense allergic to imagination, and their fans, they're officially at that stage of heartbreak where they start Googling available quarterbacks who can actually throw. The desperation is real, and the drama's just getting started. That's when someone whispers a name, and not just any name, Shedeur Sanders. The whole room freezes like time just stopped. Analysts pause mid-sentence, jaws halfway open. The clueless reporter stares into space.
Conversation. Why Kevin Stefanski's not giving us answers? Why not even considering looking Shedeur Sanders' way right now? Are you watching Dillon Gabriel's performances the past few weeks? Yikes! Here's some numbers for you. His passing grade, according to PFF, is 47.6. That's worst among all starting quarterbacks. His completion percentage, 59.9, fourth worst. All right, this is where it gets jaw-dropping, folks, because his yards per attempt are 4.9, also worst among starting quarterbacks. So how do you throw the shortest passes of any quarterback?
Like she just cracked a government secret. And the overdramatic insider, he's already snatching his phone, typing out something mysterious like big moves brewing in Cleveland. You can feel it. Everyone suddenly knows what's up. If there's anyone built for this kind of heat, it's Shedeur. He's got the swagger, the precision, and the ice-cold calm to match. Shedeur plays the game like a surgeon rocking designer shades. While Gabriel's out there overthrowing slants like he's allergic to accuracy, Shedeur's out there threading passes through chaos like it's child's play. The man doesn't just play when he performs. Every throw has that quiet confidence, that energy of someone who already knows he's the story everyone's about to talk about. Meanwhile, the Browns are out here pretending they're evaluating all options, but you can smell the panic through your TV screen. The front office is pacing around like reality show producers trying to save a season that's falling apart in real time. They've had enough of the Gabriel experiment, the hesitation, the baby throws, the blank stares on the sidelines. What they need now is fireworks, not flickers. And that's exactly what Shedeur brings. And then
in the next 3 to 4 weeks, that's gonna make you go, wow. He's not growing, arm not getting stronger, he's not getting more athletic, and he sure as heck ain't getting younger. So what can Dillon Gabriel do in the next 3 to 4 weeks to make you go, wow? At least Shedeur is sitting there at 6'2", 215, 220. And more than anything, at least Shedeur showing you he has it, he has moxie, he has poise, he has charisma, he has swagger, all of those things that translate on the football field. At least Shedeur showing you the ability to turn programs around. Like, what are you going to see from Dillon Gabriel, T?
Boom. The rumor storm hits. NFL insiders start whispering, reporters tweet half sentences like it's some secret code, and timelines light up with eye emojis. Suddenly, every outlet is acting like they just discovered Shedeur Sanders exists. They're hyping him up like it's breaking news that he's actually good at football. The irony's wild, but the shift is real. The Sanders era might just be closer than anyone expected. And here's where it gets downright hilarious. The same people who once said Shedeur was too flashy, too cocky, or not ready for the big stage are now describing him like some wild mix of Tom Brady, Jalen Hurts, and a TED Talk speaker rolled into one. Suddenly, he's their chosen one, and they're sprinting to rewrite history faster than you can hit refresh. They're out here pretending they always believed in him. Please! The loud analyst, who used to call him a distraction, is now on camera saying, "I always said Shedeur had that it factor." The clueless reporter is nodding like she didn't just spend 2 months calling Dillon Gabriel steady and reliable. And that overdramatic insider, he's back with another performance, declaring, "This changes everything," as if he didn't help create this circus to begin with. What a show. Meanwhile, in Cleveland, things are buzzing. The Browns facility feels like a top-secret bunker straight out of a spy movie. Nobody's confirming anything, but the whispers are too loud to ignore. Coaches are holding quiet meetings behind closed doors. Players are acting way too excited in interviews. And rumor has it, even the janitors got the scoop. Something's brewing, and everyone can feel it. Then,
You know damn well Dillon Gabriel got 4 games. You going to London, you facing a tough-ass defense. You got to go to Pittsburgh, they cracking right now. They done found themselves. You got to go to New England. That's a tough-ass defense. They're playing good. You know what I'm saying? They playing good, too. If Dillon Gabriel, the media know, if Dillon Gabriel go 0-4, hey, guess what we got, y'all? Shedeur next. They never going back to Flacco. The media know damn well they not. It don't matter who the two.
boom, the headline hits every screen in America. Cleveland Browns evaluating options after concerns about Gabriel's consistency. Translation? They've seen enough misreads to last a lifetime. Dillon Gabriel's game has become the football version of eating cereal without milk. It technically works, but nobody's enjoying it. He's out there playing like his Wi-Fi keeps cutting out mid-throw. Pocket awareness, practically non-existent. By the time he notices the defense closing in, it's already too late. The whole situation's a slow-motion train wreck, and the world's watching every second. So when the whispers about Shedeur Sanders start spreading, the Browns fan base reacts like they just found out a superhero might be suiting up for Cleveland. And honestly, who could blame them? Shedeur's built for the spotlight. The man moves with surgical precision, reads defenses like he's sight-reading music, and throws the ball with that cold-blooded confidence that makes defenders start questioning their life choices.
But I'm going to say what I've said the last 2 weeks and what I've said all along. I don't see anything in this guy that makes me think he's a starting quarterback in the NFL. I'll admit, it's not fair because he hasn't played enough and he doesn't have good talent around him. But I just feel like if you had that quarterback, you'd see it a little, right? Wouldn't you?
You should see something.
There's nothing with this guy. Again, he's not terrible, but there's nothing I've seen with this guy in the preseason and training camp and in the season so far.
His calm under pressure isn't just impressive, it's cinematic. The Browns front office can already see it. Jerseys flying off shelves, primetime ratings soaring, redemption arcs writing themselves. You can feel the excitement oozing through the walls in Cleveland. Meanwhile, the NFL media is practically drooling, spinning storylines before anything's official. You can already hear the recycled buzzwords being loaded into their teleprompters. Next-gen leadership, born winner, Deion's influence. They're itching to crown him before he even steps on the field. Then, just when the hype hits fever pitch, boom! Cleveland drops the bombshell. Shedeur Sanders dealing with a back injury. The reaction? Pure chaos. A back injury out of nowhere? Come on. Half the league's confused, the other half's convinced it's all part of a bigger play. And honestly, that second camp might be right. Because if the Browns are known for anything, it's turning chaos into performance art. This injury announcement doesn't feel like news. It feels like strategy. A slick diversion to keep the media chasing Shedeur while they quietly rewrite the entire playbook around Shedeur behind closed doors. Classic football misdirection. The oldest trick in the book. Announce something small, keep everyone guessing, then drop the hammer when the timing's just right.
Good a chance that he stinks as that he's decent. I don't know. I've never seen him play at the NFL level. I thought his college career was a little over-embellished, but to his credit, he played well in college. I just don't know how well. And I think a lot of the hype was because of his dad, who's regarded as one of the great athletes of all time. But it just doesn't make sense when you acknowledge the fact that NFL coaches and owners would literally trade their moms into sex slavery to win games. It is a win at all cost proposition in the NFL. They cannot win.
And the NFL media, they're eating it up like it's Thanksgiving dinner. The loud analysts acting like a medical expert, talking about lingering tightness and mobility concerns, like he's breaking some top secret diagnosis. It's all noise, and the Browns love every second of it. The clueless reporter's glued to her phone, scrolling through social media like a detective trying to piece together a timeline that straight up doesn't exist. Meanwhile, the overdramatic insider, bless his dramatic little heart, is already hinting that the Browns are hiding something big behind closed doors. The suspense is so thick you could cut it with a playbook. It's wild to think that just a month ago, Dillon Gabriel was the safe choice, the steady hand, the reliable pick. Now, he's the cautionary tale every analyst uses to sound deep and reflective after being wrong for weeks. His old highlight reels have turned into blooper compilations, and his name pops up in every What Went Wrong segment on sports shows. The sad part? His downfall isn't even exciting. No scandal, no sideline blow-ups, just painfully average football dressed up as leadership. He's like one of those motivational posters in a gym that forgot to actually motivate.
Just to see if it does anything to the offense, give him an opportunity to go in there and play.
Yeah, obviously my focus is where we are right now, Mary Kay. That's not my focus.
If he had said to you guys, hey, I want to play, I can play, I mean, would that have factored into this at all? Or what was the thinking behind that and how'd that go?
Yeah, he obviously came in Saturday with his back injury. We were hopeful that he'd be able to move around well enough to suit up on Sunday, but put him through a pregame warm-up, and obviously it just didn't feel like he was.
Meanwhile, Shedeur Sanders' legend keeps growing, even while he's injured. Every rumor about his rehab, every cryptic emoji tweet, every random comment from a teammate turns into breaking news. The Browns' social media team posts a harmless photo of the practice field, and fans zoom in on every corner, convinced they've spotted his Shedeur in the background. It's borderline detective work, but that's how real the hype has gotten. And here's the truth, Shedeur doesn't even have to play to win the narrative. He's become the living symbol of what Cleveland's been craving for years: swagger, control, and purpose. The city hasn't felt this kind of quarterback energy since, well, maybe ever. While Gabriel's out there tossing ducks and giving excuses, Shedeur's name alone is selling hope. The man hasn't thrown a pass, and he's already rewritten Cleveland's storyline. The media's eating this redemption arc up like it's their favorite snack. Suddenly, what they used to call flash is now authentic charisma. That swagger they once mocked, now it's leadership presence. It's wild how fast reputations flip when desperation hits. And make no mistake, the Browns are desperate.
The Browns quarterback situation. You got 4 quarterbacks. Only one of them has the potential to be the future at the position for the Cleveland Browns. It ain't Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco is 40 years old. He will not be on this team next season. It won't be Kenny Pickett. I mean, we've seen Kenny Pickett. It's not going to be Kenny Pickett. Dillon Gabriel is not ready for first team reps. And he's got just too many limiting factors to logically say this guy is going to be the long-term solution at quarterback. Now, is there a chance he could, and he could defy the odds and be that guy? Yes, but again, the odds aren't great. So really, it's only Shedeur Sanders, and that's where all the hype and all the excitement.
They've been chasing quarterbacks the way people chase Wi-Fi signals, a moment of connection followed by hours of disappointment. So when Shedeur's name hit the rumor mill, you could practically hear Cleveland exhale. Even hurt, the man's outshining the starter. The locker room believes in him, the fans believe, and even the analysts who can't predict weather, let alone football, are suddenly acting like they've seen the light. The loud analyst shouts, "This move could reshape the AFC." The clueless reporter nods so hard she nearly loses her earpiece. And that overdramatic insider, he's grinning like he's in on some secret, whispering, "Mark my words, something big's coming." You can tell, even they feel it brewing. Because behind all the smoke and speculation, the Browns are building something. You can sense it. That quiet confidence, that spark that says maybe, just maybe, they've finally found the one guy who can turn Cleveland's chaos into rhythm, the one who can lead without breaking under the spotlight. And maybe that back injury isn't what it seems. Maybe it's the smokescreen before the explosion. Because when Shedeur steps onto that field, healthy, composed, locked in, the NFL media is gonna act like they always knew. They'll ramble about perseverance, destiny, and grit. But let's be real. They didn't discover Shedeur Sanders. They just caught up to what everyone else already knew. They didn't discover Shedeur Sanders. They stumbled into him. The same media that spent months hyping Dillon Gabriel's mediocrity had to rewrite reality just to clean up the mess they made. It's poetic, really. The man they ignored turns out to be the one holding the lifeline.
I thought he did a good job of standing in there, taking those hits, and playing decent in this game. But now when you look at some of the negatives on film and the things that he needs to get corrected, he's making some throws that you can't make in these type of situations, especially on the road and especially as a rookie on an offense that's struggling to move the football. The Browns are way too predictable on offense right now when it comes to throwing the football. I don't know if he has a high enough ceiling right now to be a franchise starting quarterback in the NFL that you can build off.
The savior they thought they'd already found becomes the cautionary tale they quietly bury under roster updates and vague press releases. When Cleveland finally makes it official, when Shedeur's back injury miraculously heals right as Gabriel's confidence hits rock bottom. Those headlines are going to look straight out of a movie trailer. The comeback Cleveland didn't deserve, but desperately needed. You can already picture it. Gabriel will fade out quietly. Just another name in the NFL's long list of almosts. The guy who looked the part but couldn't play it when it mattered most. The analysts will pivot like it never happened. The insiders will brag that they saw it coming, and the Browns, they'll finally have what they've been starving for. A quarterback who doesn't flinch under pressure, doesn't fake composure, and sure as hell doesn't crumble when the lights get bright. And if that back injury ever turns out to be a cover-up, even better, because nothing screams legend in the making like a secret plan hidden behind a fake rehab timeline. It's messy, it's dramatic, and it's pure Cleveland chaos, the kind that makes football worth watching. So as the season rolls on and the talking heads pretend to analyze what just happened, remember this: Dillon Gabriel was the safe bet that never paid off. Shedeur Sanders is the wild card rewriting the whole script, gold chain gleaming, playbook in hand, and all eyes on him. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you on the next one.